Ready now for the men's 200-meter breaststroke. World record set by Daniel Gerta of Hungary. He is in this field and still swimming very, very strong as the world record holder and two-time world champion as well. But one of the big stories that has been percolating this summer, Rowdy, has been the return of Brendan Hansen, the former world record holder himself, on the comeback trail. We saw him earlier in the medley relay. And, you know, we see all sorts of comebacks in all sorts of sports, but this has been a pretty impressive one so far, hasn't it?
It sure has. And he stayed in shape, though, Dan. It wasn't like he just sat on a couch and watched TV for 2 years. He tried a lot of different triathlons and a lot of sprint triathlons. So he was in shape when he started that comeback about a year ago.
As we check the lanes, lane 1 is open, so lane 2 is Mark Gangloff of the U.S., 29 years old, two-time Olympian. Next to him in lane 3 is Christian van Lende of Germany, new to the scene, third at the World Championships this year. Lane 4, Olympian Eric Shanto from here in Atlanta, fourth at the recent World Championships this summer in Shanghai. And there is Gerta, became the youngest male silver medalist at the age of 15 back in Athens, Greece in 2004. He's been around a long time and has been very, very good. Mike Alexandrov is in lane 6, two-time Olympian. And then you've got lane 7, Idrius Tetenis, 6th at the World Championships in the 100 breaststroke. And Brendan Hansen gets a nice round of applause here with his announcement in lane 8. And so Brendan Hansen, now 30 years old, said he called up some other old-time Olympians. He gave Dara Torres a call. He gave Jason Lezak a call and said, what does it take to race late in your career? And they gave him some good tips. But Gerta, at 22 years old, 8 years Hansen's junior, is in lane 5 and a real favorite here.
Yeah, I was talking to the European team captain, Marcus Rogan, a little while ago, and I asked him about the key race for the Europeans. One, he could pick that the Europeans were really going to excel, and he said, watch Gerta. He's going to have a shot at breaking the world record, and he already owns the world record at 2:00:06 and the top time in the world this year in this event, 2:02.
So Gerta in lane 5 has the lead. Hansen is running second. Hansen is at the bottom of the pool, bottom of the screen there, closest to you in lane 8. Hansen says he has unfinished business, especially when you're talking about the Olympics. He didn't want to end his career like that. His wife said, you know what, you'll regret it for the rest of your life if you don't get out there and give it a shot. And that's why he's back.
Well, you really got a couple of 100 guys for the Americans with Alexandrov and Gangloff at the very top of your screen. And then 200 guys with Shanto right there in lane number 4. And Hansen, although Hansen excels both in the 100 and the 200.
So Gerta has the lead. Lane 4, Eric Shanto is looking pretty good. But lane 6 has Alexandrov, who's right on Gerta's shoulder, just below him.
Well, Gerta's looking so good right now, Dan.
Hansen coming on there in the second spot now, has moved ahead of Alexandrov.
Well, they're not going to break the world record. And the problem with Gerta is he can't see Hansen, I don't think, way down there at the bottom of your screen.
Boy, Hansen's
look at
good.
Hansen go.
Clearly running second behind Gerta as they make the final turn.
Wow, this would be an upset.
Gerta hanging on just ahead of Hansen, but Hansen coming on strong. Bottom of the pool is Hansen at the finish, and Gerta is beaten. Hansen with an upset. Personal best at the age of 30. I guess this comeback is for real. Biggest upset so far of this duel in the pool. Hansen knocks off the world record holder and the two-time world champion of Hungary, Daniel Gerta. From down there in lane 8. And Rowdy, I think you were all over it. I don't think Gerta really could see Hansen very well down at the bottom.
It doesn't look that long, but believe me, it's a long way between lanes 4 and lanes 8. I mean, it's just a long way. And Gerta couldn't see him coming off the wall. And watch how close this is at the end. Oh, that's the reach. You see how Gerta had that sort of half finish at the end? That cost him the gold right there because Hansen really punched that wall well. Watch him at the full extension in the wall. He never sacrificed his distance per stroke for speed. Look at that real beautiful fingertip touch at the end.
2/100ths of a second. Hansen outtouches Goethe. By the way, Mark Gangloff was disqualified for a two-leg dolphin kick at the start. So Gangloff DQ'd. Hansen wins it, just gets by Goethe, and Alexandrov of the United States finishes third. Back down to Andrea.
A personal best for Brendan Hansen and knocking off the two-time world champion, certainly the world record holder. Hello. How are you able to do this, especially that last 50 meters?
I think it was a little bit of a scouting report. I knew that he was going to be strong the second half, and I kind of played his game and kind of did the same thing. And I'm getting faster each time I swim, and I really fed off the crowd, which was awesome. I could hear Sam screaming, and it was a lot of fun.
Could you see him at the very end, because he could not see you?
I think we both couldn't see each other. I mean, that was the plan, was to kind of swim my own race on the outside. When you have a lane, you have an opportunity, and I went out there and won the race for our team.
Where does your comeback stand at this point? Because when we talked 2 weeks ago, you said it's all about race strategy. Where are you at right now?
I think right now I'm having a blast, and that's all that's important. It's been a long time since I've had a lot of fun swimming, and I'm definitely having fun right now.
And it's showing. Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you.